Hello, this is Kevin, aka Brick Ninja from RebelLUG, and we have this Rise of Skywalker set that LEGO kindly sent me a copy of to review. This is set number 75273, Poe Dameron's X-Wing Fighter. This set has 761 pieces, and in the United States it will retail for $90. They've done this set a few times, just different color schemes each time, so let's go ahead and get this one built and see what we got. Alrighty, so we got this guy all built up, and just like the TIE Fighter, I'm going to get rid of the box because I just don't have space. So let's take a look at this X-Wing here. Our RebelLUG member quote is from Elijah, and he essentially said $90 for an X-Wing. $90. And I pretty much agree. I feel like this set is a $70 set. I feel like that's really where X-Wings top out. This is a really good one, but I don't feel like it justifies that higher price point that it's been given. We do have some pretty good figures here, so let's go ahead and just jump right into those and take a look at them. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and take a look at Mr. Dameron here first. And we've had Poe before, and this version is nothing new. It's still a really good version. Solid printing all around, and the helmet is really good. I like the size and the shaping of the helmet in particular. Overall, pretty solid figure. Nothing too original or exciting, but still really good. We'll go ahead and do R2-D2 as well. Get him out of the way. You've seen him before. He's the same. Nothing too exciting here. Still a good, solid figure. I am kind of interested to know if this T-70 X-Wing had to be modified to fit R2-D2 in there, because he's definitely bigger than BB-8. Already, here we have Jannah, and this is one of my favorite Rise of Skywalker figures that we've gotten. I just really like the overall design of her, and the hair piece is pretty good. Right here, the bow's kind of covering it, but right there on the arm, there's some nice printing on her as well. Good back printing as well. Unfortunately, it's covered by the quiver. Also, unfortunately, there is no printing on the legs, but overall, a really solid figure. Our final figure to take a look at is a Knight of Ren. This gives us a total of 4 Knights of Ren that we've had so far, and this one's pretty good as well. I'm just really liking all of these different yet similar character designs for the different knights, and they have some really interesting helmets and stuff like that. There's a total of 6 Knights of Ren, not counting Kylo, so hopefully we'll get the last 2 in some future sets. Alrighty, so let's take a look at the build itself. First off, we have this little ladder that lets you get into the cockpit. Super simple, 4 pieces, nothing exciting there. As far as the X-Wing itself, this is definitely the best build for the T-70 X-Wing. as far as structural physical design. It's my least favorite color design. The orange and white with a little bit of blue is very accurate to what you see in the movie. I just don't find it as exciting as the other ones. As far as play features, this is pretty basic. You get the flick fire missiles on the cannons here. And then there's one on this side. But what's weird to me is that there's only on the underside. They don't have them on the top ones. That's different for an X-Wing. You get this mechanism for opening and closing the wings. This is the same that they did on the new original trilogy X-Wing. And it's a really smooth thing. I dislike how you lose the details in here just for that spot for that mechanism to go. The other thing I really don't like is on the underside, you have this trigger mechanism that is standing up. So you pull out the landing gear, you can just see this bar sticking up, and I just don't like how that looks. Even if you have the wings closed and it's upside down, that piece is hanging out of the bottom there. So I find that a little bit disappointing. The other thing is, that whole mechanism is designed so when you set it down, the wings close. You know, when you set it down, the wings close. When you set it down, the wings close. When you drop it, the wings will close. So I'm not sure what's kind of wrong with that. It just seems really, really weird. The one thing I do really like about this set is the engines. I really like that design. It really has that feel of one engine that splits in two when you open the wings. This is done with new pieces. These curved pieces are very, very cool. I just really like the size. I feel like the size is much more useful than the older one, which is still useful. But if we take a look at the VW here, we can pull one of these guys off, and there you go. You get a little bit of a size comparison there. This one fits right inside that hole. As a matter of fact, if we get a macaroni brick, we can continue going down. So if you wanted to, you could change basically radius of the circle. So you get this larger one, and then it comes to a smaller one. And you don't have matching colors at this point, but it's a really interesting combination there. So I think this part will be super useful in the future, and I'm definitely looking forward to picking up more of those, whether in other sets and other colors, or just picking up some of those off of Bricklink or something like that. That is definitely my favorite part off of this set. There's also a bunch of these orange slope pieces, both the ones with the corners cut off or the ones without. There's just a lot of orange pieces in general. Some of them might be new colors. I don't remember if we've had this corner cut tile before in orange. But overall, a lot of good elements in this. In conclusion, RebelLUG members gave this a 6.8 out of 10, and only 15 of them were planning on picking up the set. Mostly that came down to price, and I think it's a great set and has great figures. $90 is just too much. I think $70 is about where an X-Wing taps out for me, and $80 on the last one was a bit steep, and almost $100 on this one is just too much for me. So I think if you are looking for this one, it is a really good build. Just wait till you can pick it up on sale or something like that. I just can't justify the $90 price tag. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and we'll see you guys next time.